guys, welcome to or back to my channel, and GCSEs are super close, so in this video I'm going to be going through how I got a grade 8 in GCSE Maths. I'm going to be going through some tips and tricks that I used that helped me a lot on the way, and also some generic advice before the exams. I'm going to start off and be really clear with you guys. If you guys want a grade 8 or a grade 9, you have to be put in the higher tier. But if you're in the foundation tier, then you are going to be capped at a grade 5, being the highest grade for foundation year. Here's a good image that shows the GCSE grading system from grade 9 being the highest grade to grade U. The number one thing that has helped me the most with getting the grade 8 is definitely practice papers, but marking them is just as effective as doing them in the first place. Let me show you what I mean. So what I have here is an example of a higher tier maths paper. After you finish the paper, you're then going to have to look at the mark scheme. Now the mark scheme is equally as important because you really need to analyze what's going on here. So what's necessary for you guys to look at is this section here, which tells you how you should respond to each kind of question here. So if you have an MCQ, you're obviously going to have to select one or whatever, how many answers it's written in the question. And if you're unsure about multiple choice questions, answering them, it's always best to disregard and cross out the ones that you think are definitely wrong. So have a look at this side of the document. That's really going to help. Okay, so as we start marking, it shows you the amount of marks, it shows you the answer, and it shows you what you're actually going to be awarded marks for. Now this section, it shows you what the marks are for, and this section is sort of an extra section. So if you do not have this as the answer, either of them, but you have something in here that works, then you will be awarded that B1 mark. So it's having a look for each question at what both of the mark schemes suggest to give yourself the valid marks that's necessary. And it's exactly like that for all of the other questions in the past paper. And if you are not sure whether you're going to be rewarded the mark for that specific question or not, it's better to just go to your teacher, maybe start the question and take the past paper with you to the teacher and ask them, like, is this correct? I'm not really sure how many marks I'm going to get for this, so could you please check it and let me know, and why? Tell me why I would deserve this many marks and where I lost a mark. I remember when I was revising, I would do a past paper every day along with my other subjects, and I would mark it and I would record them and see how my marks are getting better over time, and see if they're not, then I'd go to a teacher and just ask certain questions like, oh, I was really confused about this question in this topic. So that way you can figure out exactly where you're going wrong and what topics you need to prioritize. Now, doing past papers is great and all, but it's not good if you're not confident with every single topic that's going to be in your exam. And for that, I loved using Physics and Maths Tutor PMT. Not sponsored, but a great shout because I always use them when I was revising. So yeah, PMT is an invaluable resource that you guys can definitely continue using during your revision. Another really good tip is to focus on high yield topics. To get a grade 8, I really had to focus on these. High yield topics are basically topics that always appear in every paper and they carry the most marks. In higher tier, these two topics are definitely the most leveraging ones because they make up roughly 55 to 60% of the whole paper. And looking at past years, the topics that are always tested at the end of the paper worth like 4 to 6 marks, they're always going to be circle theorems, vector proofs, and your sine-cosine rules. Conditional probability and histograms are really big ones in probability and statistics, and tree diagrams, Venn diagrams, and finding the median and mean areas of the bars, they are really popular too. So if you solidify your practice and understanding on those topics, then you're definitely set for a grade 8 or 9. And before the exam begins, make sure you're really calm and composed. Make sure you take a deep breath in and out. Just tell yourself that you're going to be okay, you're going to understand everything in the paper, and you're going to know what every question is talking about. If you start off with that mindset, you'll notice that you're going to be able to tackle the questions really well, and any question that you're stuck on, just skip it immediately and come back to it at the end when you feel more comfortable. Because then, after a while, when you're attempting easier questions and you're finding that you're getting through them really easily, when you come back, you're going to be able to make some more progress on the one you found tough. I will also say that when you start the exam, just flick through all of the pages in the paper. Just look at all of the questions, see what they're asking you, just skim through them. and then attempt the ones that you find the easiest first. Do the easiest ones first, get those marks in, and then go back and look at the other questions. That way, after you've already done the easier questions, you're going to feel quite confident knowing that you've already got those marks. And in terms of resources, apart from Physics and Math Tutor, the other two YouTube channels that really helped me with getting the grade 8 was Corbett Maths and GCSE Maths Tutor. So if you are stuck on a topic, instead of jumping into a random PDF of circle theorems that you find online that just list all the theorems and list their proofs, it's better to watch their videos first to kind of get a better understanding, a visual understanding of what they mean, and they're explaining it as well, so it's easier for you to understand. Then hop on to practice questions and then past papers. So yeah, that's it, you guys. That's how I got a grade 8 in GCSE Maths Higher. You guys better look after this video because these are some great tips. But yeah, these are tips that really helped me, and I hope you guys do really well. Like, share, sub, and all the rest. And I'll see you guys in another one. Bye!